Hey guys, so we are in the super desirable neighborhood of Garrett Park. Garrett Park is considered North Bethesda. It's an amazing neighborhood. Not a lot comes available here, so when something is available, people really jump on it. It is nestled in between a few different metros, the Grosvenor Street Metro, White Flint Metro, even Twin Brook's not real far from here. You're right by downtown Bethesda. You're really close to DC. You got great schools, great houses, parks. You're right off of Rockville Pike, and then there's a ton of development that's happening here. So in the community and just outside the community. So it's a really good place to live and move to or be near. So we're going to take a drive. We're going to drive through the streets and the houses so you can kind of see what you're getting over here. We're also going to drive around North Bethesda, Rockville, off of Rockville Pike, just to see like what is going up, what is happening over here, where these people who live in Garrett Park take advantage of for entertainment. So let's go take a drive, and hope you enjoy it. Thanks. All right, so we are in Garrett Park now. As I said in the intro, it's just a really nice neighborhood. You probably won't get too many complaints on the neighborhood, the schools, just the overall feel of Garrett Park. It's just a really good place to be. As you can see, there's just like tons of trees. One other thing I really like about Garrett Park is that there are all the houses look fairly different. We got big houses, we got small houses. Again, lots of trees. You get some yards. Some places have yards. Some places don't have very big yards, but you have those options. You got parks throughout the neighborhoods. Just really likable. Whereas you had dead ending there because we were right by. We were going to run into Black's restaurant, which is a really cool restaurant. If you're in the area, definitely stop by there. Also behind Black's is actually the MARC train. So DC has the metro, which goes into DC and goes in through the different lines. We'll get you into different neighborhoods. The MARC train actually, I don't know exactly what the stops are for this MARC line, but the MARC line can actually go into like Gaithersburg, or it can go even as far as, some of the lines go even as far as like Baltimore and get you into DC. Usually, I believe we'll go to Union Station. So I'm not sure exactly where the MARC train that is in Garrett Park goes to, but it's there and it gets used a lot. So really good. Anyway, this neighborhood, again, as you can see, it's just beautiful. The houses are reasonably spaced out, which is nice, and they all have a different kind of look to them, which is great. Some stuff that's really nice about Garrett Park, just by where it's located, you are about 5 to 10 minutes outside of downtown Bethesda, which offers a lot of dining options, a lot of work options. If you work in an office, a lot of places, there's a lot in Bethesda. There's a lot of office space in Bethesda. There's a metro in Bethesda, but again, the draw to Bethesda is a lot of shopping and a lot of restaurants and bars, which is really nice. So you're about 5-10 minutes from there. In the other direction, you are about 5 minutes from the Pike and Rose neighborhood, which is which is like fairly new within a couple years and just being continuously added to, but a lot of shopping, a lot of great restaurants, coffee shops. It's really become a place to go in Montgomery County. Also has a metro right there, so you are in between a couple different metros here. I mentioned that in the intro. You're right by the Grosvenor Metro. You got the Medical Center, NAIH Metro. You've got the downtown Bethesda Metro, not real far. And then the other direction, you have the White Flint Metro. The other thing with White Flint, if you're not from here, you probably don't know, but White Flint was a big shopping mall, and is like just has a massive amount of land. And a few years ago, that land got, I don't know if it got bought or whatever, the city decided that they were going to use it for different purposes. So they have shut down the mall. They've knocked it down, and they've begun building on that land. And that land is literally right around the corner from Garrett Park. But it's going to be new residential and new commercial space. So with everything amazing going on with Pike and Rose, and then everything in the other direction with downtown Bethesda, this new White Flint area is just gonna continue to make this area awesome. Now, I do think there's probably people who live in Garrett Park that kind of liked how Garrett Park was kind of on its own. So they probably don't love everything that's going on around the corner at White Flint, but in the end, it will just kind of raise more awareness for how awesome Garrett Park is, continue to make it more and more desirable. And while the houses are already like cost, they're not cheap, it's probably gonna help those rise even more, because people just will want to live there. They already do, but just adding more and more great stuff around it raises more awareness. And when people say, where do I want to live, Garrett Park comes to mind a lot. Already does, and will do even more. One thing you notice here as we're driving around, we've seen very, very few, if any, for sale signs. People who live in Garrett Park love living in Garrett Park. There's not a lot that goes up on the market. So it's one of those places that if you're moving to DC and you want to keep an eye on Garrett Park, you certainly can. And again, just different price points, but we can definitely keep an eye on Garrett Park for you and see what's coming available. So this is actually, we're just off of like Knowles Avenue. Knowles actually feeds into Garrett Park, and as I turned into a section of Garrett Park, there's a couple of side streets that are all considered Garrett Park, but again, add to sort of the flavor of the neighborhood, as the houses all tend to have a different sort of feel. Some areas have more space in between houses. It's just it's just such a charming area. One of my last videos I did was about a neighborhood called Randolph Hills. That is actually around the corner as well from Garrett Park. Obviously, Garrett Park is more of at this point, is a higher end neighborhood, has bigger houses. I wouldn't be surprised if 50 years ago, Garrett Park was similar to Randolph Hills in regards to the house sizes. Over time, especially in the DC area where there's not a lot of land, people do tear downs and build ups, and Garrett Park has a lot of those, has a lot of really big houses next to some small houses, um, and my my prediction is that Randolph Hills is going to be a great investment for people with all the development that's going on around this area. Um, and in the very long term, it could be very similar to a Garrett Park down the road. Again, price wise is very different. Size of the houses are very different, but they're very close to each other and take advantage of a lot of the same accessibilities to great entertainment and nightlife. And as you see, we're just turning off of like a main road into different sections of Garrett Park, and you can tell they all sort of have a same but different feel. Again, some little sections have more consistent larger houses or rebuilds, and then some have more consistent the smaller houses, smaller older houses. If you haven't done already, just a reminder, please subscribe. Please like the video and please subscribe. You will be notified whenever there's new videos. Again, the goal of this channel is to show everything that's in the DMV. So everything in DC, Maryland, Virginia. Obviously, we highlight a lot in DC, but I'm in Montgomery County, Maryland a lot. We're going to try to hit all those neighborhoods, even get into PG, Howard County, Arlington, Virginia, Alexandria, Virginia. The goal is for people who are moving to the DC, Maryland, Virginia area to showcase some of these neighborhoods so they can see what they like and what they don't like. Can imagine during the spring. Obviously, this is like the December. A lot of the leaves are off the trees, but you can imagine during the summer, spring, fall. These neighborhoods are just really really beautiful with these trees being full, very very green. It's hilly. Just a it's just really really beautiful at certain times of year. And again, don't forget to subscribe. As the video is getting toward the end, if there's anything I can do to help you, if you have any questions, if you want to see videos of neighborhoods I haven't posted yet, feel free to let me know. But I'd love to help you out. You or family, friends, whatever, please throw my name out there and whatever I can do to help you. Thanks.